All right, folks, today we're in section 7.6 where we're solving systems and word problems. Our essential question is, how can I apply systems to the real world? All right, so our real world question here is Carlos is 6 years older than Paul. Together, the sum of their ages is 30. Find their ages. The very first thing that we must do here is we need to define the x and y variables. So we have to attach them to something, and we should be attaching the x and y variables to what we don't know. And what we don't know is Carlos's age, which I would make x, and Paul's age, I would make y. And from here we're going to do step B, which is write two equations based on the information. All right, so we're basing the information on what we have given here. Now, when I look at the information, I see two different sentences. Carlos is 6 years older than Paul, and then together the sum of their ages is 30. I think the second sentence helps us the most for writing like maybe the easiest part of our system. Together the sum of their ages is 30. So that's telling me Carlos's age plus Paul's age equals 30 years old. Carlos is 6 years older than Paul. This part can be tricky. So I say Paul plus 6 years equals Carlos. I could say Carlos minus 6 equals Paul, so x minus 6 equals y, but I think this is our best method here. It's very difficult sometimes to kind of organize that, so I got to think about it logically. Step C, we're going to determine the method to solve. So, what do I want to do? Do I want to graph? Probably not, that's got the huge number. Do I want to use substitution? Well, maybe x is by itself. Do I want to use elimination? Well, nothing's stackable, I got to move stuff around. So I think in this example, using substitution would be the best because they're telling us what x equals. So I can plug y plus 6 in for x. Step D, let's solve using all our rules. So I'm going to plug that in, and this is going to give me y plus 6 plus y equals 30. Y and y is 2y, plus 6 equals 30. Subtract 6 on both sides, and I'm left with 2y equals 24. I divide by 2, and y equals 12. So that tells me Paul is 12 years old. If he's 12, that means Carlos has to be 18 because he's 6 years older than Paul, and the sum of their ages equals 30. I could write it as an ordered pair, 18, 12, but that's not necessary. That information is the most important. If you have any questions, please let me know.